What's up, everybody? We are live in the booth, and I'm coming to you all with a video about influence. Um, Over the past weekend, there have just been a lot of different scenarios that have been coming to me, just in a myriad of different ways, and so just knowing my purpose and knowing a part of my calling in this life is to release these videos and speak to whoever needs to be spoken to. You don't ignore those things. You don't go against what God is telling you to do, your higher self is telling you to do. So influence, I just wanted to make a quick video about it just to say who's influencing you. Who and what is influencing you and your behaviors, your thoughts, your actions, the things that you decide are right, the things that you decide are not right. Who is influencing you? And when I say who, I do mean people, places, and could be things. It's time to really take a deep dive into self to know where your influences are coming from and to know what influences that you are allowing. Sometimes we're not allowing these influences and we're more so being hacked as if we're a computer or if we're some type of hardware, because the computer what is a replica of the human body, of the human brain. That's why they have Google and things like that on side of the computer, these things that you can type in questions and get the answers for, because like I've told you all before, you have a Google within you. When you're quiet, when you're at peace, you can think, you can download, you can get information from wherever you want to get the information from. It'll come to you. Because we can do that as human beings. The thing is, who's influencing you in your life to think that you can or to think that you can't? Who's influencing you in your life to make the decisions that you're making? Because influence, there can be a light and dark to influence. And just speaking on like the Diddy trials and the things that are happening in that space, all of that is influence. When Diddy came into the entertainment industry, he was influenced. He was influenced by people that were larger and bigger than him that could give him more opportunity. They took his manhood. They made him do different sexual acts, and they used him as a puppet and as a vessel to bring more people in to harness their energy for their agenda. For their agenda for the entertainment industry to get bigger, to get better, things like that, because they have the influence. And when you have the influence, as we can see through celebrity culture, through influencer culture, it really does have power, because a lot of people are sheep and they're looking for a leader. They're looking for a herder. And so, as we know, the ultimate Messiah is the ultimate herder, Christ consciousness. And it comes in many ways, in many spaces, in many names. And I just encourage you all to get in touch with the Christ consciousness that is within you, and get in touch with the Christ consciousness that can be found within whatever vessel of religion that you decide, because a lot of them are saying the same things. They're just saying it in a different way, because there's only one source. And if you're tapped into that source, you're automatically tapped into righteousness. Now, I choose Christ. I choose Christianity. I choose Jesus, Yeshua. That's what I choose. However, I know that there's truth in being a Muslim. I know that there's truth with Allah. I know that there's truth with Buddha. I know that there's truth with the Hindu religions. I know that there's truth other ways, because at the end of the day, there is only one truth. But there are many ways to get to the truth. But people often think that these are truths, but they're not. Excuse me. They're not truths. They're ways to receive and download and believe so that you can get to the truth. You are the ultimate Truth, you are Christ. And I just wanted to make sure that you all know that you have the influence over self first and foremost, and not to be doing no crazy stuff, but to actually be doing things that are in the walk of righteousness, which, because you know right from wrong. And you consciously choose the wrong path. You consciously choose to go down a dark and evil path, just the same way you consciously choose to go down a righteous and light path. So, we all have choices here, and you will have to pay for your choices. There is no, you get to the end and you ask God to forgive you. That doesn't work. You're going to remain in the consciousness to which you left here in. If you left here in a consciousness to where you're guilty and you're shameful for the bad things you've done, for instance, Diddy, he's had his man card taken, he's been bent over, like he has experienced things that are on the dark side, on the dark path of life. He lives in the finer things, he lives in the riches, and he sold his soul to be able to do that here in the physical, because once he leaves, he's going to be in hell, because he's going to be in hell in his consciousness. And that's what stays alive, the consciousness. That's what goes into body, the soul, the consciousness, the mind. That's why it's so powerful. That's why you can get silent and tap into different answers, because there's a collective consciousness that everybody is tapped into. Everything that's living is tapped into. Everything that's ever lived is tapped into. And that's why you can go there to be able to pull information out, because you are that. You are a part of that. You are a part of that source. You're just limited. We're just limited by conditioning and by the train of thoughts that we have adopted. So I just wanted to come to you all with a video. Like I said, that's probably my third time saying it. Just wanted to consistently reiterate influence. Who is influencing you? What is influencing you? And that is all. I'm wishing you all love. I'm wishing you all peace. I'm wishing you all abundance. That's it. Peace.